today are terrified you're gonna use them for their $25. When T.I. said it ain't tricking if you got it, I don't think some of y'all understood what he was talking about. If so, dating would not look like what it does today. If someone actually has money, they're usually not stressing over spending it on someone they actually like. It's usually the ones that don't got it that get angry when you expect them to come correct. And what's funny to me, a lot of the same men dancing and throwing their knees out in the club to T.I. are the same ones now acting like buying flowers, paying bills, or helping a woman is simping. Meanwhile, women are still expected to be loyal, understanding, and everything else.
What's the reason tricking will never go out of style?
Oh, man. I think it's at an all-time high right now.
Because at the end of the day, for the right price, that pussy will get right.
And bro, they just use different terms. Apply pressure. That's
tricking. Come on, give it another. Yeah.
Show me you serious. Actions speak louder than words.
Trick.
All this shit is actions. Actions is me buying you some shit,
yes.
man. Taking you somewhere, bitch.
Yes.
I'm actions. I'm tricking.
What the fuck are we talking about?
You need to be stepping about me. Stepping? I'm tricking.
Yeah.
I need a nigga who ain't gonna play about me. I'm tricking.
Tricking. Give me no. Hey.
Women are gonna weed the real tricks from the fake tricks.
They can spot a real trick.
Yeah.
Nigga buy a little hookah.
You ain't tricking.
You buy a couple shots.
That ain't tricking.
That's appetizer.
That's what you supposed to do. You warming the real tricks up.
Yeah. I done trick with nothing.
Bro.
You see what I'm saying? There's tricking and I can trick you out.
So sometimes that when you gotta balance it out, see if somebody tricking or they tricking themselves.
Some people would say like you wouldn't want a woman to want you because of your money. Like, would it mean something to you if you were with a woman and she was holding you down at a time when you was working
that type
hard?
of stuff become a distraction. Like, I think a lot of people blinded by love or whatever they feel, like they feelings. I don't really be emotional about that type of stuff. Like, I ain't had that yet, so I don't know.
Okay.
You
haven't been in love yet, is what you're saying. Okay. But you like to trick on the ladies.
But he laughing like he don't rap about it. Chanel bags and
He gonna get you some stuff though.
Yeah.
I'll get you some stuff.
What are the requirements for that then? Like when it comes to dating, is that like a first date? I'm gonna get you a Chanel bag, or is that after you've already?
It's just what I feel like doing for the day. I don't even really gotta be messing with you for real. You don't gotta be my girlfriend or nothing. If I go to the mall and I feel like I want you to have this, I get it for you. Like,
even if she's not with you, like you would just go buy it and be like, here's a gift.
I buy my homegirl stuff. Like,
what's the most expensive item you bought a woman?
I don't know. I done bought chains, purses, cars.
Cars?
You took it too far.
Sheesh. I gotta move to Detroit.
A car that
I
is
thought
in
that
her
was normal.
name with her.
That's not normal. Buying a girl car is not normal.
If I ain't about to give you a car in my name, I'd rather you fuck up your name.
Okay, what if she has a man, right? What if the woman has a man?
I don't really be paying attention to people's personal lives. If I like you, I like you.
This is insane.
Leave your man at home, just don't rig around me.
Oh my God.
And I knew my homegirls were some fucking liars when they were saying they only giving the P up to whoever giving them the most money, to the highest bidder. And they have not fucked me yet.
My boy channel, Coach Malachi, he said something real True Media USA today. I forget his name, True Media Boxer, right? He said something different, man. He was talking about, I might find it and clip it in there and put it in there. And he said something about tricking versus having game, and how trick niggas who trick try to act like they get women off game, and how you get her, it matters. How you get her, you matter. You had guys talking about they got motion and I got bitches, you ain't got no bitches. And a lot of times it was, what's so funny, Ron Wills talked about it in his video a couple weeks ago. He talked about Lucario. He was this dating coach and shit, and he said that Lucario a couple years ago, he slept with hundreds of women, but he admitted, down the line that he paid for these women. When I hear dudes, I slept with 100 women, or they pay for the pussy, dog. That's common sense. Once you know, bro. And I'm just saying based off what he said, right? And a lot of dudes, they get this facade that they throw their money around and they buy the bitch that you is superior to the next man. Even if that man got 1 or 2 chicks off just and he ain't tricked, he ain't paid them, he just got them off game. He more superior than you. Cause a lot of these dudes, tricking don't end. That's why I say it's an old man sport. Tricking don't end with a lot of dudes where it's just tricking, it's exchange for pussy, and it is what it is. When she had problems, she called this dude, and a lot of dudes take the tricking and then they turn around and they marry these women. This is why you hear these stories on Tonight's Conversation on the internet. Oh, my husband don't have him, he can't provide no more, I'm leaving. Guess what? The relationship was never built on anything other than him providing. Hey girl, let me take you up out this strip club. Let me take you out of Comerica Bank. Let me take you out of working Little Caesars. I pay for everything and I fund your life, take care of you. Even if you think you gave her kids, you gave her love, you gave her affection, you gave her all these things. But once you trick with a bitch, a certain amount of respect is gone that you can't get back. No matter if you take a bullet for her, no matter if you a great father, no matter if you become a billionaire, she look at you a certain type of way. You know how they say you can't unlame a lame, you can't untrick you tricking with a chick like that. So when you trick, it has to the relationship has to be strictly recreational use. There may be very small stories where a dude trick with a woman and she really loved him. He got to be an exceptional nigga or exceptional man for her. But these niggas that trick act like they better than dudes, but they take L's all the time. Even dudes that trick with prostitutes, they get tied up, they get robbed, they get their wallet stole, they get licks hit on them like Christmas. They knock these bitches up. They go through abortion scams. They go through STD scams, or they get STD scares. They get these bitches that try to extort them. Ain't no honesty in the sex trade game. Or even if you just see a girl that's cute working at Family Dollar and you start tricking on her and try to get her out of Family Dollar, you still she still see you as a trick ass nigga. And when you no longer can perform those tricks, she don't see you the same way. But them dudes really be thinking they superior, they better. Well, I cracked her, I did this. And I'm just like, bro, you paid the bitch. She don't even like you. And it's somewhere in the Holodex that she fucking a nigga for free. She take your money spending on that nigga. Me personally, I'd rather be that nigga that's getting the money spent on her. I'd rather have one woman that care about me than fuck 1,000 bitches that I paid for. I'd rather have one woman that fuck with me, that care about me, that we can build legacy with. Like, after you got so much pussy, I get it. You pussy hungry in high school. You want to see how I feel, who got the best. After a while, that shit get old. Of course, you see something that's exciting when you out and about. You see something that you want to crack. But that's why I did that video about you gotta be able to control your urge. Even if you don't want to get married or you don't believe in monogamy, you got to be able to control your thing. Because if you don't control your thing, you can't really get that money like that, or you can't sustain that money, sustain success, sustain a peace of mind. If you got to crack everything that you're attracted to, or you got to chase everything you're attracted to, it's going to put you in a bad way. So you got to pick and choose. And a lot of times you might see a girl and you might hear something that she may say. You might, this ain't going to work out. Cool. But some dudes just see tatas, a face, an ass, a toe, an elbow, and they just want to crack. They willing to crack, and then you fuck around and get her pregnant, or she set you up to rock. People don't think about that. But niggas that trick be trying to portray like they game niggas. They be trying to, portray like they one of them elite dudes who can just get bitches on how they look, gigolos, or they just got the motion going on. And they try to speak down on niggas like, yeah, man, you ain't got shit going on. You a weak ass nigga. I got all these bitches. But you tricking with these. You a trick. You in the hall of tricks, nigga. These bitches know, hey, man, if you just smile at him, he'll do this for you. And then, believe it or not, it's a lot of niggas that trick who don't even hit. But, that's a different video for a different day. It's a lot of dudes who trick who don't even hit. They tricking on hoes and don't even hit them. I don't know what you call them, dog. They get off by just doing stuff for women and don't get no head. Don't get her in the bed. In my BD. got it slowly. I know you want. Shout out to Jack King R&B got quiz. Fuck Chris Brown. I'm joking. I'm gonna kill him. But yeah, like niggas be talking. Yeah, you don't get no pussy, and you paying for pussy, nigga. You paying for shit, and then you paying bitches in their 30s. You know what I'm saying? Like you paying overpriced, but it'll always be like that. I was in the barbershop, last year, and the guy was, I paid for it. And I'm like, yeah, I can never do that, bro. Sorry, bro. I'm good, bro. I can it just ain't the era I came up in. If I can't get it off the EMAG, off the game, then it's a wrap. But then, these niggas gonna, well, if you take her on a date, they try to justify tricking, bro. They try to justify tricking. But trust me, if me and a girl, we dating, we kicking in, we going back and forth and having a good time, that is what it is. She don't lose respect for me. She lost respect right for you. She lost respect for you as soon as you paid her for the pussy. She lost respect for you as soon as you went in your wallet and paid her for the pussy, paid her for her time and services. And then a lot of y'all don't stop there. Y'all don't stop just paying for the pussy. Y'all try to wife her. Y'all try to make kids with her. You try to turn a hoe into a housewife. But they really be trying to go head up with regular dudes who get women. Oh, you don't get no pussy, man. I got all these bitches. And you pay for them and they don't respect you. They don't respect you. They don't respect you at all. They don't respect you, bruh. And that's why you hear these videos or these women talk about, yo, live my provider husband. They never liked them. And a woman can think you attractive and you start coming out tricking and then she just fall out of attraction for you. It's a dirty game, bro. It's a dirty game. But they really be trying to go out there like they better than niggas and shit like that. Like they better than people. They better than regular dudes. They're better than game niggas. Like imagine getting on the internet talking about, I'm a trick nigga. I'm with tricking. I'm paying with the put. Like nigga, especially if you're a young nigga. And that's not a flex. That's not a flex to have a vendetta or a beef with dudes who just believe in organically getting women. It's not a flex. That's the most goofiest shit you can do on the internet, damn near. Niggas is you just wasting time. Nigga, you might as well just pay for the pussy. Everybody, you just hear niggas like that. You just know they not desirable. Especially if you old, nigga, I get it. Like, if you old, like, shit, I ain't got time to be wasting. I ain't trying to have, I just want relations while I still can get the pistol up. That's different. But if you young, like, come on. But yeah, don't let them dudes try to, make you think they fit into a Pacific. They got motion. Nah, man, these the same niggas that's trying to dress like the 20-year-olds, the 19-year-olds. They trying to put bonnets on and paint their fingernails. And they trying, man, come on, man. These the same ninjas, bro. Trying to fit in, trying to look young. Don't dress their age, trying to still do all the shit they wanted to do when they was 20 and all that stuff, and they got some bread and they just look goofy. They easy to spot. Easy to spot. Men who naturally got game and women naturally gravitate. And that's why some guys can never understand what they say when the dudes say the woman choose. Let the woman choose. Let the women come to you. It ain't necessarily she gonna come to you and pick you like a fucking apple off a tree. You know what I'm saying? But niggas know how I go, how a woman come and choose. Even if they don't show choosing signals, we know how they touch their hair. We know how they stare at you, how they look at you. We know when we come around how they energy change, how they cross their legs so they can't control. Men know how you make them feel. That's why you hear when I always talk about sugar free, and I end on this with sugar free, say if you really like that girl, don't fuck that girl. Oh man, if you don't fuck her, man, and you hear niggas say, well, wouldn't you? They don't understand. They don't understand the dynamic shift. What he said, and the only reason I ain't no player, no pimp shit. Only reason I understand it because I know I've done it before. When you take the vagina off the table, bro, or you don't, a lot of dudes let me say this real quick before I get out of here. A lot of dudes put the vagina on the table. You be talking to girls and you meet girls, you start talking about fucking. You start talking about having sex. You make a little sexual little joke. Trust and believe me, in 2026, 2025, 2024, 2023, most of these women, even going long before that, they gonna make a sexual joke or an advancement first. You ain't even gotta lead with sexual jokes. They gonna make a sexual joke regardless. But as soon as you put the vagina on the table, you end up being horny. A lot of women get turned off. Especially if she ain't already turned on, or for sure. Especially if she ain't for sure. It's a fact. But most guys know if you don't really talk about it, you speak about other stuff, you have other interests, that make the woman give it to you faster. But hey, hit the link in the description, join the Patreon. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel.
Game is. That's tricking. Lil Wayne told y'all that, you know it ain't tricking if you got it. That's a lie. If you tricking and you got it, that just means you got it to trick. You still a trick. That action, if you offering money for love-making activity services, you tricking. That's it. It's as simple as that. And if that's what you do, ain't nothing wrong with that if that's what you do. But don't tell me that ain't what it is. Nigga, I know what it is. That's some shit a trick came up with to make himself feel good about himself. He don't want to look at himself as a trick. So you know it ain't tricking if you got it. No, nigga, it's tricking. You just got more than the average person. You just got more money than the average trick. It's tricking. You know how many trick babies out there? Let me tell you what I mean by trick babies. Agent Broner. Agent Broner, we're going to get to Shakur Stevenson them right now, right after this. Agent Broner bragged about how many women he don't trick with, and he got 10 kids. Did you know how many of those kids that was conceived from through tricking? Do you know how many of those kids was conceived through tricking? Female he paid, busting her. She got kids now. It's a whole lot of trick babies out there. But that's neither here nor there. That's a whole nother story. A whole nother story. Yeah, nigga, I'm a player. You ain't no player. You bought the hoes for the night. I can't compete with that. Now, I'm not even gonna try to compete with that. Cause I ain't buying them. Yeah, man, you know, all y'all out there. Yeah, man. All y'all out there, I'm up now. I'm back. Nigga, I'm up. When I was down, y'all, when I left, I took care of all y'all. And, I even elected my kids. I did this and did that. Now I'm back. Don't need y'all coming back now. Don't come back now. I'm like, fam. You spent all your money. You spent all your money buying Cuda Cat. And then they brag about it. If I walk up to a woman and say, hey, baby, how you doing? I like you. I want to get with you. You know a nigga liking you, right? You know I'm liking you. Hey, baby, shout out to Akila. Hey, baby, how you doing? You know I'm liking you, right? Check this out. Baby, let me pay 6 months of your rent. I want to get that. I want to get all up in there. Let me pay 6 months of your rent. AB saying this on camera. He not ashamed about his tricking. And I'm like, oh, hey, it's cool. It's cool. I ain't tripping on it. But I'm saying, don't tell me that. Now, one thing I will say about AB let it be known he gonna trick. That's what I respect about him. He let it be known, I'm finna trick, dog. I just don't like the niggas who buy, like, dog, this is a true story. In the 90s, there was a dude I grew up with named Charles Reed. Older cat. Charles Reed in his 60s. He probably like 60. He probably like 64 right now. No, he might be, yeah, he about 64 right now. Yeah. But in the 90s, he was like one of the biggest dope boys in the city. Arrogant. Narcissistic. Talk a whole lot of shit. I ain't like the nigga, and he ain't like me. But he used to hang out with my cousin who was a preacher now. And he was like, yeah, nigga, You ain't no pimp. He was drunk one day. Yeah, you ain't no pimp. You a simp. I say a simp. Nigga, you the one buying. You the one buying houses for hoes and paying rent and car notes and all that stuff there. How the fuck I'm simping? Yeah, nigga, you ain't got no game like me. You ain't got no game. You got money. And you buying pussy. That's all you doing. Don't confuse that with having game. This was 1994.